What's up, everybody? Welcome
What's going
back.
on? Yeah, welcome back.
Yes, sir. Still on Skype. Probably will be for another episode, depending on. I'm officially negative finally. Thank God. Uh,
Yay!
if you're watching this, do remember that we are we put these out after like a couple weeks. So I don't. If you see me out, I'm not an asshole. I was over it before this episode came out. So
All
because
right.
this is in just how the order of these come out. I I'm back working now, but the one that we talked about is not coming out until next week. It's very confusing unless you're here. Like we get it, but they don't. But
That's all good.
yeah, what's up with you, dude?
Do what?
So what's up with you, son?
Well, pretty much had. Well, can we talk about Christmas?
Yeah, why not? I don't give a fuck.
Over.
It's been
So,
2 weeks for them, but fuck them.
right. Well, I had a pretty darn good Christmas, and I think everybody else probably did. And had fun with the family and ate a lot of food. It's really good.
Had a better Christmas
Can
than
you
I.
hear?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't care. It's not a biggie. It doesn't bother. It doesn't bother me as
Getting
long
my
as it don't
last
bother
turn.
you. But yeah, I stayed
Well,
at
it feels
home.
like this on purpose.
Huh?
Feels like he's trying to interrupt us on purpose.
Nah, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. But yeah, I
But yeah,
spent Christmas alone because COVID. But yeah,
right.
I'm not gonna make this whole episode about that this time, like we did last time. It's just we pretty much we talk about stuff that we go through in the moment of when we're going through it, if we choose to. So, and that was just something that was pretty relevant in my life. It wasn't like I was trying to. Not that anybody cares to have an explanation about it, but yeah. But so you got a PS4 for Christmas, but your internet it's all fucked up. So you got to go. He's got to go to his buddy's house. And did I say four?
Yes, I already have
Jesus,
that.
dumbass.
Again,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's but it's dude, it's huge. Like I can show you on the
yeah, dude.
screen
I
like
saw
how
your car. I knew it was big already, but when I saw the picture of it you sent me in your car, dude, I was like, damn, it's bigger than your seat. Like
uh,
Jesus. Yeah, I'm anxious to see how fast it is. Like once you get it updated and stuff. But
and dude, I love the controllers. Like they're just a little bit different from the PS4 versions,
it's it's
but
it's a little futuristic looking.
like you can slowly start pushing them down.
That's what I've heard. Right.
Yeah, like it's the trigger mechanism is pretty awesome,
I
and the
heard a rumor.
vibrations
Yeah, I
like
heard
you
a
feel
rumor
it.
like if you're playing like a driving game or something like that, that the if you're on the road on one side, like if you're like straddling the edge of the road, you're on that side of the road versus, and then you're on the road on this side. It'll only it'll vibrate on just the one side that it's sensing that you're not on a smooth surface, which I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like it's just
because on the PS4
right,
it
it's just the
did
whole
it
thing's
throughout
like
the whole thing. Right.
somebody's gonna clip that. Be making that noise and making a weird face.
About it. Um, on hockey, like depending on what side of the body you get hit on, maybe it might do that too. Like vibrate on one side, on depending on where you got
Yeah,
checked at.
Yeah, that's
That'd be
cool.
cool.
Right.
I don't know if it does that, but
Right.
I'll find
Yeah, I'm
out.
sure that'd be cool if it does. I
Right.
mean, it's one of those. It's an extra detail that doesn't really matter that much, but it just makes it that much better. You know what I mean?
Right.
My chair's extra squeaky today.
And also, like when you draw back and then hit the puck, like you might feel when you actually hit the puck too. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but if for future references, Sony.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, because we'll be famous by the time the next one comes out.
Right? Maybe. Sony sponsor us.
Yeah,
Seriously.
PS4 sponsor or PlayStation,
PS4,
I guess.
all of
Yeah,
them.
PS4, all of them. Yeah, PlayStation.
Yeah.
Come on the show. Come on the show to promote us. Not promote us, but for us to promote you.
All right.
That's funny.
That's the product.
Right. Hell yeah, I would. If you let me keep it too, that'd be badass.
Dude, what's cool? The game that came with it. It's Astro Bot Playroom. I got all the I guess artifacts, and it shows, and also all the puzzle pieces, and it shows like 2 murals from when PlayStation started until it hasn't ended yet, but from everything they put out that's PlayStation wise, it's pretty cool. It has like a whole room full of all the PlayStation equipment that you can get throughout the years, and
That's pretty cool.
it's pretty cool.
Now, is the rumor true that I guess you probably don't know yet, but do you think the rumor's true that you can play any PlayStation game on the PS5? Like any generation?
I've seen videos, and I've
Yeah.
seen them try like PS1, PS2, PS3,
Right.
and a few of them worked.
Yeah, it's just kind of hit or
Not
miss.
all of them. Certain ones worked, like from the older generations, and
Right.
which is cool.
Yeah.
And then obviously PS4 obviously will work on the PS5, and same with the controllers. The PS4 controllers will work wirelessly on the PS5, but you have to play PS4 game on the PS5. You can't be a PS5 game with a PS4 controller.
Right.
So I've tried that because Matt has a PS5, and I tried doing that, syncing up my controller to play his PS5 game, NHL 22. It wouldn't do it. It'd sync up to it, but play with it.
Right.
So
Now, are the buttons all in the same exact spot and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. I was wondering why they were having, because on the PS4, I'm sure most people that are gamers will know there was a little option on a PS4 you could get a five controller to test it out before you got your 5.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know why that was necessary if they're all if it's exactly the same, but I'm sure the vibration part of it wasn't like that because shit. What's the point of even getting the console if the PS4 does everything that the PS5 does just because the controller is different? Like, just might as well buy the controller or just roll with it like that.
Well, PS5 does have better processor and all that stuff, a bunch of other stuff, and then plus the ray tracing to where everything looks so realistic. PS4 didn't have that.
Right.
It does have quite a bit more stuff than PS4 does.
All
Still,
right.
PS4 Pro or PS4 still good. I'm not downing PS4 because
No.
PS5 is better. Thing is, I loved all the consoles. I pretty much, as a kid, me and my brother pretty much had almost all of them.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we did different versions because there's 2 or 3 different versions of the PlayStation and PlayStation 1. 2. And PlayStation 2, I think there's only also 2 versions of that. And then PS3, I think there's 3 versions of that. And then PS4 is also, I think, 3 versions. And then you got PS5. And eventually, I think the PS5 is going to come out with a PS5 Pro, so it's going to have even more memory and probably be even more faster.
Right.
But I got this one, so I probably won't upgrade to a PS5 Pro.
Right. I don't think it's necessary. I mean, it can only get so good.
All right, you
It's
can
like
buy
my
these chips about that long and put them in the PS5 to make it like more memory and all kinds of stuff. So
yeah. It's like my
cost money.
speakers. We talked about them on the show before. I won't go too far with it, but like they're really nice. Like I said, I've talked about that before, but how much there are really there's a lot more. How do I say this without sounding like an idiot? There's a lot more nicer um, speakers out there, but
Right.
they I mean, how much better can you get? I'm solid with what I have, and I'm a, as far as speaker sound, I make a big deal out of that shit. Like it has to be perfect for me. So those are done well for me so far.
Right.
But
They keep freezing up on my end.
yeah, it's a little glitchy
Hopefully
on your end too. I'll check it out in the at the end when we get done. But it might just
okay.
be the recording might be okay. Who knows? But you guys will only have to deal with this for what, one more episode, unless you decide you want to stay away a little bit longer.
Probably.
It,
I
it's
don't know.
it's all up to you. Oh shit! I just put my chair down. But I forgot to do what I usually do. You can listen to us on Spotify and iTunes, and we drop a new episode every Monday, 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go check us out. Go check out past episodes after you're done watching this one. Don't stop watching this one. Listen to the whole thing, even though the quality's
All
not
right.
great. But like I said, we'll get back to our normal routine here in a few more episodes. I won't say exactly how many because I don't know. It's all up to you because he's I don't want him to feel pressured to come around because I have had COVID and I've been through I've been in my house the whole time and in every single room. So and if you hear me like stutter and like lose track of thought a lot, it's happening a lot more now because I guess one of the symptoms of COVID is confusion. So my brain gets scattered if I'm and I don't know. Like at work today, I was fine up until the last 2 hours, and my brain just went. I don't know what happened.
Take a
I was
dump on
sharp.
you.
Yeah, I think it was just finally it was done working hard, even though that job's not hard.
All
But
right.
anyway, our morning show, which started last week, uh, episodes come out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We changed the schedule on that, so we also made an episode about that on Friday, letting everybody know about that. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So go check those out. It's just there's gonna be more for those that haven't watched that yet. Those are gonna be more theme based and more prepared than this show because this show is kind of just us talking, and I guess you guys can get to know us on a more personal level. And then the morning show's more of a we have material ready to go, so we don't stutter and shit as much because we actually know what we're gonna say. But
All right. We're more prepared on the morning show.
right, definitely. And our next one that's coming out, we haven't done it yet, but we already came up with our idea. I don't know if I've talked. We meant to say what it was going to be on the last one, but I don't think we ever did. But it comes out if you're watching this as soon as this comes out. It comes out in 2 hours at 10 o'clock. So, and We're gonna talk about your favorite. What is it? Your favorite superhero? And we're gonna name our favorite top five.
Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna name our favorite top five, and then we're gonna pick one out of that, which would be our favorite. So I probably could have worded that better, but like I said, my brain's all fucked up right now. So. But
well, superheroes plus their superpowers, and
yeah,
which ones you'd like to have.
That's what it was. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because he's the one that he
Right.
was the one that came up with this one. We kind of go back and forth. So I come up with one and he comes up with one. So
And part two would be villains.
right.
Same
Then
thing,
so
but villain.
we already got Monday and Tuesday. So he went beyond. He went above and beyond on that because he was only supposed to do one. He's got two in a row now. So hell yeah, son.
I was just thinking, I was like, oh, I got one. He's like, damn, that was quick. Like,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a good idea. I never thought of that. So that's what's nice
Right.
about having another person helping do this podcast because it gets like my ideas are cool and all, but when somebody else is that doesn't think quite the same as I do, it helps with the ideas.
Right.
Um, and then our gaming videos are going to be on this. Everything that we do is all going to be on the same channel from now on, starting this week. So uh, those videos are going to be Tuesday and Thursday, which is in between the morning shows. So there'll be something every day of the a week, every weekday of the week, I guess you could say. And then for the podcast itself, you can find us on Patreon. There's a link in the description. Uh, if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're not, go watch us on YouTube. Uh, Most people are, I think. We're only getting like a view or two on the listening side, so uh, Patreon
Help
the Patreon consists of a $5 tier, which is early episodes, so you can get this episode. You would have gotten this episode last week, and next week's episode is already available right now. So go check that out for $5. And then I don't know if I've ever said, but you can cancel at any time. So if you want to pay for 1 month and that's it, you'll get your whole month that you pay for, but you won't have to pay. Like you get the rest of the whole month to, so you get 4 episodes out of us, I guess, if you only did it for a month. So go check that out if that's something you're interested in. And then the $10 tier, I think Nathan's frozen up or something, but the $10 tier
you.
is an exclusive episode once a month once we hit 10 patrons. So go check that out, son. Yeah, I figured you might unfreeze by the time, but I think you're good now.
Well, you're frozen on my side. I'm not frozen at all, but that's just my
That's
side.
how I am too. I'm fucking clear as day right now to me, and then you're all messed up. So
Hopefully it comes out good.
yeah.
Not all.
Well, the main thing is they can hear us. So that's all that matters. So if you don't like
Okay.
this episode, just go to Spotify or Apple Music or Apple Music. Well, it is Apple Music, but iTunes, and listen to us because then you'll just get the same quality, but not have to deal with our faces being frozen. If they even are, I don't know if they
Right.
are or not. Who knows? But I'm just gonna roll with it because this is only temporary, so I ain't too worried about it.
Right.
But it
I
is a
wonder if
little,
I can just turn off.
huh?
I wonder if I just turn off my Wi-Fi.
That might help. But yep, so we're starting Monday through Friday. Everything that we do is all on one channel from now on, which I think is going to be cool. So all the we already had a episode of the morning show where we kind of explained all this, but and you can go check that out too. I think it comes, like I said, it comes out. Actually, no, that one came out on Friday, so go check that out. It'd be the last episode that we made on this channel of anything, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. Um, yeah, we just decided to put everything. Yeah, it's a lot better. We decided to put everything on one channel just because. Yeah, most people do when they do a podcast. They kind of separate everything, but this is one thing that Nathan's brought up to me over and over. It does make a lot of sense. Is this is our show, so we can do what we want. Like this is not
Exactly.
traditional. We wanted to be our own thing, so this is how it's going to go. I think I think it'll be all right. I don't think anybody's gonna have too much. And if they do, then if they don't want to watch, then I feel like this will hit a broader audience because there's different things that we're doing versus the gaming channel's on its own thing. Because there's going to be some gaming fans that watch, and then there's going to be some people that don't like games that watch, and we have all kinds of material for all those different kinds of people that like different kinds of things. So,
all right, and like we said before, we're eventually going to come out with reviewing movies.
yeah,
That's going to be something off of our podcast too.
yeah, I'll
We
probably
got a lot for everybody.
yeah, I think I'm probably whatever we end up doing, I'm just going to leave it all together from now on because just that way we don't have to start from scratch on everything.
All right, sounds good to me, man.
Because this channel is already, I mean, we're not getting crazy views or anything, but we're definitely a lot farther along than I thought we were. So I feel like this is definitely our biggest viewership channel of all the things that we've done. So I figured this would be a good place to throw out all the stuff that we do. And
like 4 or 5 months we've been doing this, and
right,
I think we're doing pretty good.
yeah, I'm pretty proud of us for sure. I think we've done a lot.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, we're switching things around all the time, and quality's not always great, but that's part of the learning curve. So it is what it is. We're just two and we brought this up on the very first episode. We're just two Midwesterners trying to live our lives. So and we don't have the fancy equipment that all these famous people had when they first started their podcast because they were already famous and rich and shit when they did it. So
yeah,
but if you support us on Patreon, though, we can get better equipment. You know what I'm saying? That we can make this a better quality show worth watching. Side cheek plug.
Jesus.
So you went and got your Dunkin' right before this. What else did you do today?
Slept.
Yeah, well deserved, I'm sure.
Our buddy Jeremiah came over last night, which
Oh yeah,
my parents even know. He's here until like 3 in the morning.
yeah. He's night owl like us.
Slept in a little bit, but got up, came up, saw my son, my mom, helped my mom get her sensor on since today's the day. Every 2 weeks on Wednesday, I help her do her sensor for her diabetes.
Right.
Or diabetes. Have her.
Remember that guy? You remember that guy, that meme? Diabetes. Yeah. When you get the diabetes.
Yeah, I help her do that.
So what do you have to do? Do you just have to calibrate it or?
No, I change her sensor. She actually takes one off, and I put a brand new on. It has a little needle that goes into her arm. It has a round sensor that she scans her reader with, so she can see where the trigger and everything else is. So instead of pricking her fingers.
Right. I think that's safer anyway. Pricking your finger, you lose nerve endings and stuff in your fingers. You won't be able to feel anything.
Yeah, I'd be like doing different fingers every day, different hands.
Yeah, tear them all up that way though. Yeah.
Because she used to have to prick her fingers, but not anymore. And she loves this device, so
yeah, that's good.
So much better for her, but she's keeping under control.
Do you think that one's more accurate?
I think
about the same. Better.
I think a little bit more accurate than the blood samples.
That's safer and better then. That's good.
So I'd be sick and tired of pricking myself too.
Yeah, but I hate it.
Insulin shots when she puts like in her gut.
Yeah, that's what my dad does. My dad just pricks his finger though. He doesn't have the sensor. That's why I didn't know anything. I know a lot about diabetes because he has it, but I didn't know about how that works. I didn't know that you had to even change it, to be honest.
Yeah, there's different kinds, but they're pretty much the exact same thing. They're just different brand names. Just scan the reader, look at it, and good to go. Let's see how high or low it is, because there's like a gray area where it needs to stay. If it goes above that, it's too high. If it goes below that, it's too low. And it's going up and down, but it's sort of staying into the gray area. So
that's good. That's good. That's good. She watch what she eats and stuff.
Yeah, which I know that has to suck for her because if I was
Yeah, I
doctor,
bet.
it'd be like stuff I'm
Yeah,
not eating because
yeah,
it'd be
yeah. I
hard
get
for that stuff.
diabetes, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know either. Sounds just like you earlier. No,
Trying to
but
practice.
yeah, diabetes. I'm just gonna say it like that every time I say it.
Shut up.
Diabetes. Shut up. But
Go on what you said.
huh, do what?
Go on what you saying.
Well, I don't honestly remember now.
Great.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
right. Yeah. Um, you fucked it all. It's like on the Step Brothers when they interrupted Derek, he's like, "God damn it! Now I don't need to know what I was talking about." So you just fucking ruined the whole dinner. He said
All
something like
right.
that. It wasn't like verbatim what he said, but something like that. Oh no, it was he said his dad, he was like his stepdad was like, God damn it, Dale or whatever the fuck.
Oh, Dale, yeah.
Yeah. It's hilarious. Love that movie. I could quote that movie like if you could like I don't know, I would quote that movie all day over and over. Like I would never get tired of it.
Well, same with Free Guy, but the only thing we know
Dude.
in that quote is Esther.
Yeah.
That's the only
Friendly
thing.
gesture.
Right,
Or catchphrase.
yeah, that too. That's about it. But
Yeah. That's
the
all that
movie,
matters. Or that scene where he kisses her in the game, and then it cuts scene to her in real life. She's like, like
right?
all shit. Like
Dude, that's something to bring up because we were talking about the metaverse and how
yeah,
it's supposed to be. Imagine, I guess it's like a game or
that
something.
kind
If
of what.
you kiss,
Yeah,
where you feel that.
that kind of is what a futuristic version of that game, pretty much.
I mean, would you feel that though? Because whatever you do
Oh,
in the game,
yeah, probably. Yeah.
hmm,
So people that don't know, I'm sure most people do by now, unless you're just not into pop culture, which is fine. I'd rather not be, honestly, because a lot of the shit is just not important. But I think this is because this is definitely going to be the future of entertainment for us
life
humans.
changing pretty
Yeah,
much.
definitely. It's like we used to be, you'd sit down on the couch and watch, you know, CSNBC or something like that. But now it's like you're there experiencing it, which is crazy. But
Yeah, it's going to go even deeper than VR.
yeah,
And
yeah,
VR is pretty
exactly.
deep.
Yeah. So pretty
Yeah.
much it's you put this VR stuff on and they'll like hook stuff sensors up to your like body so you can feel certain feelings that they like somebody punched you in the face, I'm pretty sure you'd feel it.
Right.
Or if you eat something, there'd be like IVs hooked up to you to where you're actually getting nutrients from the shit that you're eating in this virtual reality world. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
And
Yeah.
I don't know if that will happen in our lifetime, but like I said when we were talking about it, you know, technology has flown as far as how fast things have gotten better. So it could be a lot sooner than we all think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Never know.
we're already on the edge of it because fake. And if you haven't noticed, Facebook's being changed to Meta eventually. I don't know how soon Facebook itself is going to be actually changed to that, but they have made a logo, and Facebook stock trade is actually called Meta now. So if you invest in Facebook, it's not Facebook anymore.
And what I've noticed before I logged in the Facebook, very bottom
It says
says Meta.
from Meta. Yeah.
That just
Insta.
says Meta,
Oh yeah. See,
but it still says Facebook.
Instagram. Right.
Meta. Weird.
Instagram actually says from Meta because it's from Facebook because
Right.
Facebook bought Instagram. But yeah, it's crazy, dude. Wild shit.
Yeah. Uh, hopefully I'm around because I'd like to experience that at least once.
Right. That would be pretty badass.
Like playing GTA, but
Dude. Hell yeah, dude. That'd be badass.
you're
It's
gonna
pretty
feel
much going to be meant for like travel and stuff like that. So you be able to travel without actually going where you're going, but still get to experience it the way you would. But
like going deep sea diving, but
yeah, right,
in there and risking your life because you don't know how to use a scuba
right. It's
use the
like
scuba
it's
thing.
like it's like a step way above going to IMAX theater or 3D theater and watching something. But instead, you're decked out in equipment head to toe, which
Mhm.
is nuts. See, it's hard to even comprehend, to be honest. But I'm
Right.
not that smart, so that's probably part of it, most of it.
Well, it'd be almost like having the technology like in the new version of Invisible Man. The whole entire
Yeah,
suit is all
yeah, dude,
camera
that was
and
nuts.
invisible.
Yeah, that movie was nuts too, because I don't think there's any good that you could come out of that though to wear that suit, because either A, you're a stalker, which is weird, or B, you're killing people, which is also weird.
Well,
More
unless you want to be
weird.
left alone, so
Right, too, true. But you kind of have to
that'd
be
be
a
one
creeper to want to
thing.
exist without people noticing you.
Right. Just be left alone.
Right.
But yeah, if it got into the wrong hands, it'd definitely be used for evil or bad.
Yeah. Definitely. Son.
They need to start making like jetpacks and stuff for us humans so we could fly instead of driving or taking an airplane and
Right.
just fly to a destination. And they need to make like something that recycles its fuel so it never runs out so you can fly forever technically.
Yeah.
So and it wouldn't take very long, like maybe a few hours, but it wouldn't take like days, like from our state to California.
Right.
It'd take by car like a couple of days, but by flying probably take a few hours,
Right.
and
Well,
you can get that. So
if there was some way for them to like put solar panels on an airplane that use the solar energy to produce the fuel or whatever it is that powers it, uh, I feel like because if you're higher up in the air, then there's no distraction besides the airplane itself for the sun to hit. So there's not like a tree that's in the way. There's not shadow from a house because you're way closer to the sun when you're in the air. So I feel like it'd be, if that was possible, I don't know if it is. Maybe, who knows? I have no idea.
I'm talking jetpacks for a
Right,
person,
right. Yeah.
and
I'm saying like
yeah,
if you could power an airplane with like the same concept though, then it would be, then
yeah,
you could still do the commercial air flying and shit.
right.
Air travel,
Instead,
I guess.
well, instead of well, um, yeah, instead of actually fuel, just be
Yeah, right,
electric engine using fuel to fuel the engine.
right. But I don't know. It may need more electric than what a solar panel could hand or that could put through. I don't know because like to power an airplane, dude. About to
Yeah, they're
sneeze.
pretty.
Whew, almost sneezed. But to power an airplane, dude. First of all, those things are heavy as fuck. Second, there's hundreds of people on them usually, so it makes it
Right.
even heavy. To power that SOB, dude, you gotta have a lot of energy to even move it, let alone get it up in the sky and continue to go.
But for a jetpack, single person, that
Right.
wasn't that
You
bad.
wouldn't need that much,
Yeah.
Maybe you could like wear a hat or something, like have it powered to your hat because it's the top, like it's the thing above everything else. So
Be a cool idea. That's
if
for
if you if anybody's listening or watching and takes that idea, I want 10%. I'm just saying. You what?
I said I want
25. So 35% altogether.
My idea.
Yeah, it's mine now, bitch. Bitched.
Yes. Boy.
Wait. Oh shit!
That's
My
funny.
dad thinks that shit's hilarious. Huh?
That's funny that kills your dad.
Yeah, it's funny, dude.
Say that. He outbursts with laughter.
My
Finds it
dad
so
usually, when I try to be funny, my dad just kind of shakes his head. But that's one thing that actually makes him laugh. It's funny.
I started it.
Yeah, it was you. You started most of this shit, dude. I ain't fucking entertaining at all. No, I'm just kidding. I'm cool. I ain't that. I'm not that. What's the word? Self hate, I guess. I don't know. Some people have that shit though. I'm definitely not. I think sometimes I love myself a little too much.
Yeah, that can happen too.
Yeah. A
That's
little.
better
I
than
think.
self-hate.
Yeah, definitely. I think everybody's a little narcissistic in some type of way, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I was talking about. I've been talking to some people lately too about manipulation. I think I told you about it too, maybe. But manipulation is actually not a bad thing as long as you're using it for the right reasons. Like, if you want to accomplish certain things, you need, like, even if you are good at something, that's not always enough to for a boss to notice you above other people. So if you want a promotion, you got to manipulate your boss to understand that you're good at what you do sometimes. I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes it's necessary to kind of use manipulation as a tactic to get what you want. As long as you're not using it to get ahead of somebody else that's actually working hard and you're not. If you're actually working hard and you manipulate to kind of tweak it just a little bit more, then I think you're fine. But if you just don't care and you're manipulating just so you can get ahead, then we got a problem.
Uh,
Deep thoughts with Tyler.
Pretty much you're wanting to be seen because of how hard you
And
put
damn,
your effort and work into it.
right. I keep putting my seat down. Jesus. Son.
Let's see that on a t-shirt. Like, son?
Yeah, dude. I'm ready to do it at some point. If you guys are interested in merch, comment down below. I'm honestly starting to change my mind about comment sections. To be honest, like I'm thinking about maybe. I mean, we don't get many at all. Like one here, one there, but
They all
thinking
been
about.
nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like if they do get mean, like I'm not. I don't know. I might just read them anyway. Like yeah, I'd like. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't give a shit what people think, but I don't. I do. I can say that I don't care what people say. There is a difference because most of the time when people say something, they don't mean it. So to whoa, to internalize what somebody says when they actually probably don't mean it. Why am I doing that? You know what I mean? But if somebody actually thinks low of me, that does, to an extent, it does bother me a little bit. But it gets to a point where you got to ask yourself, is it worth like going above and beyond to just try to make this one person like me when most other people do? Like it's like being a comedian and everybody's laughing except for the guy in the front. Now all of a sudden you're focusing on the guy in the front. Fuck that guy. Everybody else is laughing. That's all that matters. That's
Yeah.
how it should be. Because now if your focus is on this one motherfucker that just can't see why what you're saying is funny, then you're wasting your energy and you're taking away the comedy from all these other people that were already on board with you as far as the entertainment. So it's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. That's how. Yeah, you got hecklers, man.
Yeah, but I try to look at the positive side of everything. So and it's not, I'm not saying I do. I'm saying I try because everybody's
Sometimes,
got days where they just nothing works for me, man. Like I've had those, but
sometimes the comedians go back at the hecklers and make them look stupid. So
oh yeah.
what
Yeah, that's
I
one thing
have.
all I'll
You
probably
laugh.
never do that. I can't say I won't because I don't know. I can't read the future, but
Right.
I'm never gonna focus so much attention that I bring somebody up or I get in the comment section, fuck you, motherfucker. Like, I'm not gonna be like that. Like, it's just, yeah, it'll bother me for a second, but then I'm just gonna move on. Like, I'm not gonna stop how I'm approaching what we're doing. The only people that I care about is like you and people in my family, as far as the show goes. People in my family, like, I care about other things too, obviously, but the show is what I'm talking about. Because we're talking about comment sections and stuff. Uh, Obviously you matter the most out of everybody because you're part of the show. So if you have an opinion about something, then hell yeah, I'm going to take that shit to heart for sure. But I would also know that what you say is not out of bad intent. You're really just trying to do better or help me be better. So, and we both understand that. So it's not like there's any unhealthiness there. But with your family and your friends and stuff too, like your buddy, I guess my buddy too, but you actually hang out with him. Like I know him because of you, so it's your buddy. Tommy, he he gave us suggestions on as a viewer what he would like to see from the podcast, which was at first I thought, well, fuck, what does he have anything? He don't do a podcast, but then I'm thinking there's more consumers than there are people that create podcasts, so he is right to have an opinion about what he would like to see out of a podcast. So, and it was nice to get some healthy criticism too. He wants to see us do better, and he gave us a way to do that. So it was pretty cool that he thought highly enough of us to do something like that.
All right. Yeah, it was
And
nice for him to give us the feedback and
yeah, definitely. And
his opinion in and
right.
let us know what he'd like to see because he is actually now starting his own like fishing show on YouTube.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try to try to figure out what that is because I don't know what it's called. I haven't talked to him since he started that. So, but I wanna figure out what that's called so we can kind of throw some people his way too. Because
All
I
right.
know that's gonna be successful because I know how he is on camera, not on camera, but just in general. And he's a very entertaining person. So
On his own camera show. I don't know, but
right.
uh, I think he said he'd let me know once his show actually drops on YouTube, and
Yeah.
because he make like 15 or
Yeah,
so.
he took the same approach that we did, but like he went way farther with it because what we
Right.
did was we made a bunch of episodes before we dropped the first one. Um, but he made he made hella episodes, dude, from what you were
Oh
telling me.
yeah, he made
So,
like sometimes in one day makes like 15 episodes. I don't know how
yeah,
long, but
right. It doesn't really
he's
matter to be honest. It's still hard work,
his show.
but
So
right. So I can't wait to see that, and I hope he sticks with it because I think he'll make something out of that. To be honest, like I don't care what it's about, I'll be watching because it's him. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people would be the same way.
then his second show is going to be him and Jason, Allie's husband,
Yep.
doing auto mechanic stuff.
Hell yeah. They know a lot of stuff about that too. So a lot of people
Oh
can
yeah.
take a lot from that. Allie is going to be on the show eventually. I don't know when. She's we're kind of having schedule mesh not mesh ups, but we're having schedule conflict right now. So we work and she works and so it is what it is. Right now we're kind of just shooting a podcast whenever we can. So we don't really have a schedule. So we're kind of trying to one of the things we want to talk about with her, she does plays. So her, what would you call that? What's that called? My mind's just fried right now.
I call him plays.
Plays like what is it that she does though? It's not acting. It is, but what is the actual term?
I forget what it's called. Month.
Theater maybe? Is it theater? It might be
Yeah.
theater. Yeah,
Theater.
but she's so good at what she does, and I'd love to
Okay.
see her. Like we want her on the show just as a friend, but we'd also like to. If anybody that's watching knows somebody that can get her on that path, that'd be awesome because she's so good at it and she enjoys it. She does it for free, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. And she could be making money doing that shit because she's good at it.
Like I said, she could be an actress, dude. Like, no shit. Like,
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah.
Because she has a good memory of knowing
Right.
the lines and
Yeah, that's one thing I couldn't do.
being a different person than besides yourself and stuff like that.
Right.
It takes to get that mentality. So, and she's got it.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Well, we hit our 45 mark, so I guess it's time to wrap this thing up. Unless you got anything else, son. I don't want to wrap you up unless you're ready.
Thank you guys for listening or watching.
Hell yeah! And
Hey,
I
y'all.
guess we'll see you guys in the next one, son.
Right, son? Boy.